Are you ready to transform your life by thinking like a monk? In this summary of Jay Shetty's Think Like a Monk, we'll explore the powerful insights that will help you discover your true self, eliminate negativity, and find lasting fulfillment. Whether you're seeking more peace, purpose, or positivity, this book offers practical steps to achieve it. Stay with us until the end, where you'll learn how adopting a monk-like mindset can change not just your life, but also the lives of those around you. Can you always be happy? What is the secret recipe for a peaceful life? Can you learn how to live a meaningful life? The answers to these questions lie with monks because their lives have a purpose and a clear goal. They are honest and true to themselves, and this integrity and sincerity help make the world a better place. This book will guide you to discover your true self. It will also teach you how to clear your mind of negative thoughts. Monks use the spot, stop, and swap approach for this. You'll learn how to transform your ego into healthy confidence. Most importantly, you'll understand that serving others should be the ultimate goal of human life, as it brings true happiness and fulfillment. Are you ready to live like a monk? Identity. When you want to master a skill, you seek advice from experts. If you want to learn basketball, you listen to Michael Jordan. If you aim to deliver a mind-blowing performance, you watch a Beyoncé concert. Following the tips from experts in your field can help you improve. But have you ever thought about whose advice you should follow for a happy and peaceful life? Naturally, you would turn to monks. Monks are not interested in worldly pleasures. Their lives are driven by a higher purpose. Monks are the most peaceful and content people in the world, and those seeking tranquility should follow their example and walk their path. You don't need to walk barefoot or abandon your household while wearing a loincloth. Instead, you can adopt the values monks live by. What does it mean to think like a monk? It means changing how you perceive life to live as a monk does. First, try to understand yourself. Who are you? Why were you born? And what is your life's purpose? Ask yourself these questions and seek their answers. Living like a monk means living with purpose, discipline, and a desire to serve others. Thinking like a monk is deeply connected to your identity. You might believe your identity is your creation, but in reality, it is shaped by what others expect of you. Your behavior changes depending on whether you're with family or friends, and your personality shifts based on your environment. In this process, it's easy to lose touch with your authentic self. So, how did the book's author, Jay Shetty, discover his identity as a monk? He felt joy and lightness while living among monks, yet his job in the finance sector left him feeling empty. However, finding his true identity was not easy. People had many expectations from him. His parents wanted him to have a stable job, start a family, and settle down. If this is what you also desire, that's great. But consider this. Is it your true purpose in life? Will it bring you genuine happiness? Or are you pursuing it simply because others expect it of you? Your happiness is for you alone to decide, and you should define what a meaningful life looks like for yourself. But how do you discover your true identity? Start by reflecting on your values. Your values remind you what's truly important in life. Do you strive to be honest, kind, or to serve others? Values guide you in the right direction and give your life a purpose, just like a GPS guiding a car through unfamiliar paths. Write down your values on paper and ask yourself where they came from. Did your parents, teachers, colleagues, or friends instill them? Are these values that you truly want to live by, or are you only following them to please others? Reflect on how often you've genuinely applied these values in your life. Which value do you prioritize the most? Finding answers may take time, but discovering your authentic identity through your values will provide your life with direction and inspire you to live an authentic life. Negativity. Negativity surrounds us to such an extent that it's hard to escape, and we end up spreading it to others. When we gossip or think ill of others, that's also a form of negativity. Negative thoughts attract like-minded people. You often see groups criticizing their boss or complaining about work overload. Humans naturally seek confirmation from others. If they find something unpleasant, they want others to agree. We find comfort in shared thoughts, whether positive or negative. We all know that negativity is harmful to our mental and physical health. The more time you spend in a negative environment or around negative people, the more negative you become. Negativity often breeds anger, envy, and hatred, making us jealous of others' success. A negative person finds flaws everywhere and cannot see the good in anything. It's no surprise that negativity triggers cortisol, the stress hormone. Have you ever seen a truly happy negative person? Of course not, because a negative mindset and happiness cannot coexist. But how can we remove negativity from our lives? When facing a negative situation, take a step back emotionally. As much as possible, be an objective observer and calmly assess the circumstances. Let others vent their negative feelings, but don't internalize them. Stay emotionally detached. One effective way to eliminate negativity is by distancing yourself from emotions like envy, hatred, lust, greed, and pride, all manifestations of weakness in the mind. If you sense these feelings creeping in, shift your focus with strong willpower. If you catch yourself thinking ill of someone, immediately recall a positive quality about them. It can be challenging to avoid hatred and jealousy, but it's not impossible. Cultivate a habit of replacing negative thoughts with positive ones, like kindness and empathy. Negative emotions only bring sorrow, robbing your mind of peace and tranquility. Monks recommend the spot, stop, and swap approach to combat negative thoughts. 1. Spot. For a week, try not to criticize or complain about anything. If you falter, keep a record. The goal is to reduce your tendency to complain. By understanding your negative tendencies, you can question them. Why are these thoughts surfacing? Are you envious of a friend's success or insecure about not being as successful? Or is something else troubling you? Get to the root of your negative thoughts and reflect deeply. 2. Stop. Put a halt to negative thoughts. When stressed, your jaw tightens and your shoulders become tense. Recognize these signs as cues of negative thoughts. Stretch out your limbs and relax your body. Negativity impacts not only your mind, but also your body. Another way to stop negativity is by avoiding comparisons with others. Criticizing wealthy people won't make you rich, and jealousy of someone else's promotion won't help you get one. Focus on your growth and well-being instead. 3. Swap. To swap negative emotions, reflect on them closely. If something has upset you, write down what and why. Record how you reacted and your mental state at the time. If your negative emotions concern others, share your feelings productively. For instance, if your spouse coming home late bothers you, don't yell. Instead, explain calmly that their tardiness makes you anxious and ask them to text or call you if they're running late. Replacing negativity with positivity is also helpful. If you're envious of a friend's success, remind yourself that you can be successful too. Work hard. There's nothing stopping you. Why be jealous? Turn your negative emotions into positive motivation. Routine. The path to peace and happiness lies in your daily life. It may sound strange, but it's true. You might wonder, what does my everyday routine have to do with this? Jay Shetty explains that we have the power to spend each day in peace and joy. It's not beyond our control. To think like a monk, start your day by waking up early. Wake up an hour earlier than usual so you have plenty of time and don't need to rush through tasks like showering and breakfast. Approach each task mindfully and purposefully. If your day starts with stress, the rest will follow suit, and you'll end up frustrated by everything from traffic jams to interactions with colleagues and your boss. You won't be able to focus on your work or meetings. Waking up early also boosts productivity. While it sounds easy, it can be challenging to implement. Do you feel the same? You can manage it if you make a conscious effort, such as resisting the urge to check your phone immediately upon waking up. Social media wastes a lot of time. Follow your morning routines first, and you'll be surprised how much extra time you have for productive activities. Jay Shetty understands that not everyone can wake up a full hour earlier, but you can build the habit gradually. Start by waking up 15 minutes earlier for a week. Plan your day. What tasks do you want to complete? How do you want to spend the day? Wasting time or doing something productive? Ask yourself these questions, and you'll feel a renewed sense of purpose. These 15 minutes are entirely yours to use as you like. Instead of worrying about family or work, do something that brings you joy, like a hobby you've neglected due to lack of time, or make yourself fresh coffee instead of buying it from a store. You could also meditate. Whatever you choose to do, waking up early will give you extra time just for yourself. Your evening routine is just as important as your morning one. What you do the night before sets the tone for the following morning. Make sure you get plenty of sleep so that you wake up feeling refreshed and energetic. Before bed, reflect on the next day's routine. Doing this helps you live meaningfully and with intention. A routine provides comfort because repetition creates a sense of safety, but staying in your comfort zone can also be problematic. You become so accustomed to your routine that you forget to enjoy life's little joys. Introduce a sense of novelty to your routine. It doesn't have to be a drastic change. Small adjustments can make a difference. For instance, if you walk to work daily, pay attention to your surroundings instead of being oblivious. Appreciate the little things around you. Maybe you haven't noticed the new bakery on the corner or the beautiful flowers in the nearby park. Treat yourself to some donuts from the bakery or chat with the owner. You'll find that these small pleasures add up and make life more meaningful. Ego. Ego prevents us from moving forward, acting as the biggest obstacle on our path to growth. You might think there's nothing left to learn, but that's not true. There's so much to learn that an entire lifetime isn't enough. Do you think you're the best version of yourself? Think again, because we all live under this misconception. People often act this way to hide their insecurities. They don't want to admit their flaws or acknowledge that they need improvement. They use their ego to mask their shortcomings, sometimes even going to extreme lengths. These individuals constantly rely on others' opinions and seek validation, always trying to impress people. They believe they must appear confident at all times and often end up telling countless lies because of their ego. They maintain a false reputation at any cost. But what good is a lie, and what good is an ego that ultimately harms you? Your ego not only hurts you, but also those around you. You try to present yourself as someone you're not, and often look down on others in the process. Whether you realize it or not, those with inflated egos can't stand others' success and feel a sense of jealousy. However, you need to avoid such a mindset. We're all living different lives, with unique paths and perspectives, so comparing yourself to others is foolish. It achieves nothing and can only lead to damage. How do we overcome the ego? Through humility. Practice humility daily. To become humble, always remember two things and try to forget two others. 1. Remember the wrongs you've done to others, the good others have done for you. By acknowledging your mistakes, you'll see your flaws and realize you're not as perfect as you thought. Remembering the good done by others will show you that you need people too. These reflections will fill you with gratitude and respect for others. 2. Forget the good you've done for others, the wrongs others have done to you. Forget the good you've done, because it's better not to dwell on it. As the famous saying goes, do good and throw it into the river. Keeping this in mind will help you avoid pride, because recalling your good deeds can foster arrogance. Moreover, it's our duty as humans to help others, so there's no need to remember it repeatedly. At the same time, eliminate any thoughts of revenge from your heart. Even if someone has wronged you, forgive them. Those who forgive are never unhappy. Build confidence, not ego. Practice humility, and focus on your strengths and positive traits, giving you a chance to improve your shortcomings. Confidence means accepting yourself as you are and not trying to be anyone else. It's having healthy self-esteem, knowing that you're making progress every day and becoming a better human being. Gratitude. As mentioned earlier, gratitude makes us humble. But it's more than that. It means recognizing the values in your life and viewing things from a positive perspective. Gratitude is linked to better mental health because it provides a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. Monks always try to be grateful in their lives, and so should you. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Like many others, you probably check your phone, right? But as we've discussed before, that's not a great habit. Why not replace it with something positive? Upon waking, bow your head and thank the divine. Reflect on how fortunate you are to be given another day. Think about those you love and who love you. Expressing gratitude daily to the divine and the people close to you will bring a sense of peace and happiness into your life. Jay Shetty says that no matter the circumstances, a person should always remain grateful. It's easy to be thankful when things are going well, but we should be grateful even in tough situations because challenges are meant to make us stronger. You don't have to say, "Oh God, thank you for letting me lose my job." That's clearly a setback. But you can still find some silver lining. Perhaps you'll find a better job. Life often surprises us in unexpected ways. So even when things go wrong, maintain a positive outlook. Besides being thankful to the divine, be grateful to those in your life. Gratitude is linked to kindness. Don't we repay kindness with kindness? Gratitude helps create a positive environment around us. So don't forget to tell your friends and loved ones how grateful you are for their love. Let your parents know how much you love and respect them. Thank those who work for you, like the sweeper who cleans your bathroom daily, the guard who watches over your home, or the servant who serves you. A simple thank you can make them happy and inspire them to work with even greater enthusiasm. When everyone around you is joyful, you'll be happy too. Service. You can't imagine living a meaningful life without serving others. Jay Shetty says that one of the most important lessons he learned as a monk was the value of service, helping others, and being there in times of need. It sounds simple, right? But Jay noticed that even when it comes to serving others, people often struggle. They help only when it suits them, and even then, they often do so with selfish motives. Genuine, selfless service is rare. You might think it's natural to feel this way. How can I help others when I'm surrounded by my own troubles? But Jay has an answer for this. Becoming selfless benefits both you and others because, at your core, you're driven by a monk-like spirit of service. With this mindset, you can bring more joy to people's lives and make the world a better place. Look at nature. Trees give us oxygen without expectation. The sun provides light selflessly. Rivers quench our thirst with their fresh water. These natural elements serve other living beings, and we should learn from them. Don't forget that humanity is also a part of nature. We can truly call ourselves human only when we serve others. This is the law of the universe, the foundation upon which the world is built. The world cannot function without mutual support, as all living beings are interconnected. Every religion teaches us the value of selfless service because serving others is the greatest virtue and the path to true happiness. Countless people have served others in the past and continue to do so today. Some keep their doors open for the needy, while others donate money or use their talents to fundraise for charity. We're not saying you shouldn't earn money. People often misunderstand the meaning of selflessness. You don't have to give up everything to help others. You can still earn wealth while serving selflessly. Just use your money for the good of others. Serving others brings a unique joy. Studies show that the brain's pleasure center activates when people help others. In other words, helping others gives us genuine happiness, and those who are happy tend to live longer and have stronger immune systems. Service brings people together. It allows you to connect with like-minded individuals. It also fills you with gratitude, making you realize how much good you can do for others. Through service, you develop compassion, empathy, and love, and your self-esteem grows. Isn't it wonderful that we can contribute to making this world a better place? You don't need to make grand gestures or wait until you're wealthy to serve others. Even a small act of help can be significant. Service also means sharing love and joy with those around us. Being there for others in their times of sorrow is a form of service. You never know what someone is going through, and your kind words could be a balm for their pain. At the very least, we can offer love, respect, and compassion to everyone. Conclusion. This book has taught you what it means to live as a monk and how adopting a monk-like mindset can transform your life. Being a monk means living with purpose and direction. A monk never compromises on their values and remains honest with themselves at all times. The book shows us how to discover our true selves and teaches us to live by our principles, not by the expectations of others. Trying to live according to others' wishes isn't truly living. It's a compromise. You will only understand your authentic identity when you strive to live by your values. You have also learned how to overcome negativity, both internally and externally. The approach that monks suggest involves spot, stop, and swap. Spot. Identify when negativity enters your mind or body. Track your thoughts on paper to see how often you complain or brag. You'll be surprised at how often your mood is low and how frequently you feel unhappy rather than joyful. Stop. Eliminate negativity from your mind and body. Don't let despair and negativity linger. Daily stretching exercises can help. Negative thoughts don't just harm your mind. They also affect your body, tightening your jaw, neck, and shoulders, leading to stiffness. Swap. Promise yourself to transform your negativity into positivity starting today. What do you want from life? It's up to you to choose between negativity and positivity. Don't harbor anger or hatred toward anyone, as it only hurts you. Those filled with hatred, anger, and revenge are never truly happy. The book also clarifies the difference between ego and confidence. Ego prevents growth, stopping us from learning and making us arrogant. Be humble and eliminate your ego. The healthy version of ego is confidence, which inspires us to move forward and encourages us to become better versions of ourselves. If you want to live a fulfilling and happy life, you must adopt a monk-like mindset. Witness how it changes your life, and most importantly, how many other lives it transforms because of you. As the saying goes, by touching lives, you have changed the world. I hope this summary of Think Like a Monk has inspired you to live with purpose, humility, and gratitude. By following the practical advice in this book, you can experience positive change in your life and help others find happiness too. If you enjoyed this summary, don't forget to like and subscribe for more audiobook summaries that empower you to grow and thrive. Let me know in the comments which insight resonated with you the most, and let's continue our journey toward personal growth together.